Good day, ladies and gentlemen, this is High Flyer speaking. I'll be reviewing a short Malaysia Airlines flight from Singapore to Kuala Lumpur this morning, which will start with a lovely welcome by the flight attendants here.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Are you from Canada?
Yes.
Which part of Canada?
Vancouver.
I love Vancouver.
Oh.
I miss Vancouver.
Don't tell me I'm so far from my home right now.
Are you going back now?
No, we're just going to Kuala Lumpur with my friend and
Okay.
but I live in France now, so
Okay.
but I miss Vancouver. It's a great
Hi,
place.
Vancouver.
Here's a short little view of the business class. Very shaky, sorry about that, but it looks very comfortable. The economy class looks good as well, actually. Here's my friend sat in 5F. I'll be in 5A. Good morning. And here we are about to take off. I have to say I was pretty worried about flying Malaysia Airlines. Well, not pretty worried, a little bit worried after all that had happened in 2014. But everything went well, and I would actually totally recommend flying Malaysia Airlines. It's a very nice airline. The flight attendants are super nice. So, without further ado, here's a takeoff roll for you, and I'll see you afterwards. Some very nice views over Singapore here. Well, not the actual city of Singapore, but the airport and the surroundings. It's never completely sunny in Southeast Asia, and this is no exception. There's a bit of clouds and it's hot and muggy outside, but the views are nice, and for someone coming from Europe, it's just beautiful, just admiring the difference in the landscape and the water and everything. So this is very enjoyable. Saying it's never completely sunny in Southeast Asia may be a bit of an exaggeration. I guess I'll rephrase to Singapore and Malaysia, South Malaysia, like Kuala Lumpur. Again, this is just from my experience. Maybe on other parts of the year it's more sunny. So we're just climbing out here. It's a very short flight, it's only 40 minutes. We'll be staying in Kuala Lumpur for 3 days. I'm actually thinking about doing a report on the city and what we did over there. So if you like that idea and you want to see a report on Kuala Lumpur and some sightseeing tips, please comment below and let me know if you want to see that. I actually love Kuala Lumpur. It's my second time there. It's a very big city and it's very comfortable to be there. Hotels can be extremely cheap, even for luxury hotels. Food is cheap and delicious. Malaysians are super friendly. Love with the Malaysians. To give you a brief idea, we stayed at a hotel called the Royal Chulan, which is a 5-star hotel, and we paid $80 per room per night, breakfast included, for 2 people. That's $40 per head, and the room was extremely comfortable. This is a very scenic flight. There's not much happening in flight in terms of service. We did get a bag of packaged peanuts and a drink, which is perfectly acceptable for a 40-minute flight, and we just got to enjoy the scenery. If you're curious, this is part of a flight to Hong Kong. We purchased Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, and then Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong with a 3-day stopover in KL, and we paid $120 per person, which we thought was a pretty good deal. $120 US, that is, if you were wondering. Malaysia Airlines actually has this cool upgrade program where you can actually bid for your own upgrade to business class, and in our case there was an offer for the first leg from Singapore to KL, which in my opinion has very little purpose. I mean, it's only a 40-minute flight. The one to Hong Kong was more interesting actually, and I did bid for that one. You'll find out if I got it or not in the next flight report. If you've been following me for a while, you will probably notice that this is my first flight with the One World Alliance. I usually try to stay loyal to Star Alliance because I like them better usually. I have to say that so far I'm very much enjoying One World. And we're already on our way to approaching Kuala Lumpur. We just passed Port Dickson and now we're passing through the clouds and approaching the big palm fields of Malaysia right before arriving to KLIA. I don't usually comment economy flights as much as I did on this one, so I'm not sure if this is something that is interesting to you guys. Again, feedback. I would love to hear what you think and if it's something that you want to see more of, or if you're just interested in watching the flight with my boring voice not disturbing the calm sound of these engines roaring before we land. Having been to both Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, for me it is amazing how close these cities are and yet how different the feel of the cities are, just from a cultural standpoint I would say. And here we are already on final approach to the airport. Enjoy this landing. It's quite interesting because you're basically flying over palm trees right before you hit the airport, so it's pretty fun. Until the end you wonder if the pilot actually knows where he's going, but he does much more than I would, since I'm not from here. But I enjoyed this approach. It's very scenic, so I'll let the images speak for themselves. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Please also feel free to give me some content on whether you like the length of these videos, if I should shorten them. I know I've already gotten some comments on my previous Singapore Airlines video, which was almost half an hour, so I'm actually going to do a shorter video of that for people who don't have that much time to kill. So just trying to please everybody here, which I know is impossible, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, like it, and comment in the box below, as well as subscribe to my channel. I have some more upcoming stuff for you. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy this landing.
kita telah berdarat di lapangan terbang antarabangsa KL. Bagi tujuan keselamatan, anda diminta duduk sehingga tanda isyarat pasangkan tali kereta dipadamkan dan pesawat berhenti sepenuhnya. Berhati-hati ketika membuka ruang penyimpanan.